Hello, everybody. Welcome to my talk. Here's my summary of chapter 12 of the 5 second rule. I'm like more than halfway done, so I need to think about a new book pretty soon. I really wanted to do the Jay Shetty book. I think that's incredible. I would do meditations with him, and then he would read like a little part of one of the chapters, and every little thing he read was amazing just to listen to it. So I'm assuming the book is going to be amazing, and I can't wait to share it with you. But anyway, for now, let's do chapter 12, which is stop worrying. Stop worrying. And I worry too. I worry too, but my mind is like kind of different. I don't concentrate on worry too much. I don't know. I am in a happy place most of the time, even before the 5 4 3 2 1. But reading this chapter is really nice to like see, and I see other people like, don't you worry, or are hearing their worries, and I think like, why would you worry about that? But we're all a different world in our little minds. But I thought this chapter was short, but I thought what she suggested was really good. I'll read it right now. But the main thing is, it says, think of the beautiful still left around you and be happy. That's from Anne Frank. Hope you guys know who she is. I know who she is, and I don't know how to explain it, but I think I don't think I know, she was one of the Holocaust. Um, she wasn't a survivor, because what they would do is, I don't know if I should get into this, but because I don't really know, it's the stories that but she was hidden by some nice people, in behind the wall, and she lived there for many years, waiting for this horribleness to be over, and it was never over. She died in there because she needed sun, she needed food, she needed movement, she needed all that, and it was too late by the time all this ended for her. But she wrote lots of things like this one: think of the beautiful still left around you you oh think of the beautiful still left around you and be happy. And she was behind the wall, and she wrote this, and it's just, I guess, memories that she remembers. She was a young kid, she was a teenager, and she had her memories, and that's, she would think of those things while she was behind the wall. Anywho, and she kept herself, as happy as she could behind the wall. But uh we like to worry, and a lot of, well, the main story here in chapter 12 is that when you're worried, like, for example, my child goes to a party, and she goes to a party after work. She gets out of work at 11, so I know she just left at 11. She's gonna get there, between 11:30 and 12, and then, how's she gonna get home early? She's not gonna get home early. So it's, if I worry, I'm not living my moment, because I'm making this horrid story in my mind of what's gonna happen or what could happen to her, where I should be thinking, oh my gosh, she's gonna have lots of fun because she's usually here stuck with me all the time, and now she's gonna go out there, get different perspectives, hear different things, breathe different airs. So I should be happy that she's out mingling, right? And not worried that, oh my god, what if, she gets taken, and they call me for ransom, and they, all these things that you get in your mind. We should all be writers. We should write the things we think, and we be famous and rich. But I like to think of her having fun. And, I thank my brain for that because I'm not a big worrier, but a lot of people are. And I do worry, but my worry is like, oh, please, God, keep them safe. And then, oh my gosh, she's going to have so much fun. So, and that's me. That's me. I'm so sorry. But I'm not sorry because if I'm not in the present, at least I'm in a happy place. Not making ugly stories, but making happy stories in my brain. But the whole thing is don't go to the future and make bad stories or happy stories. Be in the moment and, enjoy what's here right now, what you're doing right now. I'm enjoying my book. I'm enjoying doing this video. It really brings me joy to do these videos. Like right now, Paola Herrera says that doesn't matter if nobody sees me now. It's just the experience of doing it and how it makes me feel. It makes me feel amazing. I really like talking to my phone. And hopefully somebody would watch this and enjoy it too. But anywho, that is what the story is about. Not making stories on your mind. Plus, if you make stories, ugly stories on your mind, you're only calling that to happen. And why would you ever want that? So it gives you some tips on how to stop that as soon as I catch myself worrying. Oh, and I wrote, and I didn't write. Shoot, why didn't I? Then I asked myself, here it is. Right. But you know, she says how to use the 5-second rule to fix this, and so she wrote, as soon as I catch myself worrying, I use the rule 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I think of something more positive, like the thought of him smiling as he drives down the road. She was just saying how her husband bought a motorcycle, and she starts worrying about, like, what if somebody comes and runs over him, or what if da 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 da. And she says, just think of something more positive, like how he bought the bicycle because, or the motorcycle because he wanted that motorcycle. Now he has it and he's driving it, so he must be happy. Like, oh my God, I got my motorcycle. So think of that. Think of the happy feeling of love often triggers worry. And this story, I have done this story before. So her girl was going to the prom, and she went with her to pick out a dress, and the girl tells her, come in here and check, I think this is the one. And she goes and she looks at her with her dress, and she, her eyes start tearing up, and the little girl thinks that it's because she looks so beautiful and that's the dress. And Mel Robbins says that it wasn't tearing up because her daughter was so beautiful. It was tearing up because she started thinking, oh my God, she's old now. She's going to go to prom, then she's going to go to college, she's going to leave me, then she's going to get married, she's going to move to another state, and I'm never going to see her. Like, all that was going through her mind just because she was looking at her beautiful, young, adult, almost lady. She's 17, I believe, at the time of the book. But and she explains how I wasn't there in the moment, enjoying how she was feeling amazing, and I wanted to tell her how amazing she looked. That would have been the moment right now. But here she was thinking of all the things that are going to happen that are going to be negative to her. It's good for the daughter, but negative to her. Like, why is she gonna leave? Why is she going? And that does happen to me. Like, I do see them and I go, oh my God, like all my kids are in college or working now, and it feels like yuck. Like, oh my God, they're gonna leave me. But the thing with me, and I don't know if everybody feels this way too, maybe I'm just selfish and ugly, but it's like now they're adults. Now they're doing their thing. Now I'm back to me because I gave them every ounce of energy and person, everything in me, I gave to them while I was growing them. Like, the minute I had Steven, I did not stop giving them my everything till now that Ruby turned 18, it's like I'm done. I could do me again, because they make their own choices. Now Emma's driving, Ruby's not driving yet, but Emma's the chauffeur. I mean, she doesn't ask me to take her anywhere anymore. She has her person, and I am left here alone. So you know, empty nesters. I went to a dinner date with my husband for my birthday all alone. And he even said, "Oh, where's Ruby?" Because Steven and Emma weren't home. Are we going to bring Ruby? And I told him, "Well, Ruby said that you invited me for my birthday, so that I should go with you." Meaning Ruby probably just didn't want to be alone with just him and me. So that's us now, I guess. And I think I was more sad as I saw them like moving away from me. Then now that they are adults, I think I I'm done with all that. Like, oh, they're growing, because now they're grown. Now they're not growing anymore. They're grown and their own person, their own everything. They don't need me anymore. Pretty much, they need my loving, but other than that, it's me time again. Got a haircut because it's me time. Anywho, well, that one I related to, because I did a lot more when Ruby left me, because they start going to the room, they don't want to hang with you anymore. Then Gemma started going to her room, but Ruby was there with me, and when she left, I know I've told the story a million times, but I was depressed. I was in shock of, oh my god, how horrible it feels to be alone. I felt alone without my little Ruby. But I'm past that. I'm ready to do me. But anyway, here are what she does for the suggestions, because I'm over 10 minutes already. Okay, so she says she